If you have TaskForce 1 or 2, you can use Web API to launch, track, and stop tasks, and thus integrate it with other digital forensic tools. In this video, we are showing how to write a Python script from scratch that will perform the following actions. Find all available source drives. Start an imaging session for each of them. Wait for the imaging session to complete. Download the imaging report and logs to your folder. And finally, launch Autopsy against the created image to run automatic artifact analysis. We connected TaskForce to our network with this IP address. It will serve as a base for all Web API calls. Now, no tasks are running. We want to find all drives connected to TaskForce that are available for use. Let's run scan devices HTTP GET call and check the result in JSON format. To store the list of devices in the port, device model, and device serial format, we use the field found source devices. Here's an example of the available device list with their models and serial numbers. Let's store the list in the available devices variable. Here's our full code for the first task, finding all drives connected to TaskForce that are available for use. We've specified the IP address of our TaskForce unit and created the available devices variable to store the device list. It runs HTTP GET call scan devices and saves the list in the field found source devices. Then it displays the list of all found source devices and numbers them sequentially. Since available devices is a list, we will add a cycle to process every drive in the list. So we are starting imaging sessions using the Start Image API call. This call requires two mandatory parameters: source, and we use drive identifiers from the available devices list. Target folder, network folder path where target image is created. It can be located at any network server, PC, or NAS. The third parameter, settings, is optional. You can omit it, or set default or damaged as names of built-in imaging presets. In this script, we are using our custom 1M preset to limit the imaging process to the first million sectors only. The start image call will return a plain string containing a task key. Task key is an identifier of the running or completed imaging session that you should use to check the task key. This is where the check task API call comes into play. Having task key returned by start image, we pass it as a parameter to the check task call to see if our imaging session is still in progress. If it's not, then it's completed, failed, or paused. To handle checking the imaging state, we are writing while true cycle with a 5-second delay. So it will run the check task call every 5 seconds. Finally, when the imaging session is over, we go for the report API call, which downloads all report files and logs of the completed task as a single zip. Again, you just need to specify the task key identifier as a parameter. We know the imaging is over. The corresponding EO1 file was created. So we can automatically, with no delay, launch any further analysis using other digital forensic tools with API or CLI. We decided to launch Autopsy to perform search and analysis of artifacts. Autopsy has its own CLI, and following its rules, we specify various parameters and the EO1 file path. To learn more about how to use the TaskForce Web API, follow the link in the description below.